Hello and welcome to another episode of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Sky. I've entirely forgotten what I was going to do. So I've been playing a lot of, well, maybe not exactly a lot, but I've been playing some, Pokemon Shield, and, I mean, the game's fun. They're the same height. Okay, I kinda have to take that. But, yeah, it's fun. I mean, I'm not gonna say that there aren't, like, bad things about it. There were some parts that they were clearly rushed, and that really stinks. Oh wait. I was gonna talk to Lapras. That's what I was gonna do. But yeah, I'm not gonna pretend there aren't things that are flawed about it, but ultimately I really don't think it's quite as bad as people are making it out to be. But you can tell that a lot of the team was working on different projects at the time. Well, like, you can see so many, like, good things popping out of it. Excuse me, Lapras. There's something we'd like to ask you. We're investigating the distortions in the fabric of space. The distortion of space itself. Yes, and we'd like to learn anything that you might know about it, Lapras. Can you help us? Do you know anything? I'm sorry to say, I don't know anything about the space distortions. Oh, I see. However, I do know of a being that embodies space itself. What? A being that embodies space itself? Yes, time and space are deeply connected. So just as Dialga governs time itself, so too there is a being that governs the fabric of space. That being, who is it? Its name is Palkia. This being is said to possess the ability to distort space itself, and Spatial Rift is said to be its domain. Dialga. If we meet Palkia, we might be able to learn more about the space distortions. So, how do we get to Spatial Rift? Can you travel there, Lapras? Just like you can go to the inland? I hate to disappoint, but I can't travel to Spatial Rift. I don't even know where it is. That's all I can tell you. Oh, alright. I'm sorry, Pip-Up. I'm sorry that I'm not much help. No, not at all. Learning about the existence of Palkia is a big help for us. Thank you, Lapras. We'll investigate on our own for now. Didn't know much about the distortion of space, but he did tell us that Palkia controls space itself and that this being dwells in Spatial Rift. Palkia, huh? If we can meet with Palkia, we'd be able to ask about the distortion of space. But we don't have a clue as to where Spatial Rift is. I guess there isn't any point in worrying about it right now. Let's continue to investigate this tomorrow. There's no giving up now, Liam. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. What? What? Tremors? Oh god, oh jeez. I forgot about that. What? I have found you at last. The defilers who are causing the distortion of space. Who are you? I am Palkia. I hold sway over space. I have dominion over dimension. Palkia? You're Palkia? You cannot escape now. This is the end of you. What? Bye. Oh. Where is this?
This is my domain, Spatial Rift.
What? This spatial rift?
You dare distort space without my permission? I will be rid of you now.
What?
This is the end.
Wow, what are you doing? There's absolutely nothing behind us.
Well, they fell. However, there is no escaping me.
Man, there.
Ow. You should be dead.
Are you okay, Liam? Looks like we landed somewhere else. It's all such a shock. Who knew things would turn out this way? Seems to be belling about the distortion in space. Palkia seemed to know that we caused the distortion in space, and then he attacked us, but I don't understand why. Palkia's trying to get rid of us. I forgot that Palkia just, like, shows up at your house. He's just like, yo. It's time to die. And then he just warps you to his weird space dungeon. Ah, good, now we have an escape orb to use if times get tough. I like the way Electivire looks. And I do like that a lot of Pokemon now have evolutions that didn't before in Sword and Shield. And some of the Pokemon have really weird evolution requirements, but honestly, for me, that's kind of a plus. I like when they kind of acknowledge, like, those kind of old tales on the internet where it'd be like, oh, you need to go counterclockwise around. Oh god, oh no, it goes on. Can it go? But anyway, where it's like, oh, you run 30 meters counterclockwise across this statue, and then you. Oh no. Yeah, I like when they kind of have that kind of stuff. I don't know, I just find it charming. Take this. Haha. Is that a... Oh, it's a Gallade. I like Gallade. Oh, or no, that's just because he used the move. But yeah, and people are complaining like a lot about like the animations, but honestly, a lot I have seen like the one that everybody talks about, and yeah, that one's bad, but there are also some really good ones, like the way some people move and express is surprisingly natural looking for Pokemon, and they kind of, that thing in the older game, in like X and Y and Sun and Moon, where people would just like walk like 3 steps to one side, then do a complete 90-degree turn. Is really good. Is kind of... I mean, I wouldn't say it's entirely gone, but it's improved a lot. Like, they tend to take actual... NPCs tend to take, like, actual curves now, instead of doing obvious, like, straight lines. But yeah, it just... There's a lot of charm that's in it, but it does ultimately kind of feel held back a bit by what seems like rushed production. And honestly, like, I kind of... If... Like, I can kind of see... Like, if the game lived up to all the potential it has, it would have been worth the Pokemon being cut. But as of now, some people are modding Pokemon back in, and I mean, yeah, it's kind of a shame, but they're also, like, really glitchy. Like, their animations look pretty off in a lot of ways. So I think that kind of speaks towards that. That's more what they were talking about. But either way, I just really hope that they get the, like, staffing they need for the next few games, because then we could get something that lives up to the potential that Sword and Shield have. Stick. Stairs orb. Neat. Oh, there's some shards over here? Uh-oh. No! Well, I'll see you next time. Oof.